Chris, I was going to say a good way to bounce back, but not after a good performance of the weekend, but it's a great way to get the result we needed.
Well, we've scored another 3 goals in our third consecutive home game. It's a shame we conceded, but for 84 minutes we were pretty dominant. I have a lot of respect for Michael Flynn and the team that he's got together, because he's done this now for a few years at Newport. He's played in some big games with them boys. They've got a good squad, but we've beat them. So we've beat them when they're in top of the form and top of the pops, really. So that's great credit to our players and everybody involved.
Comfortable, wasn't it, for so long? I mean, games like that, it happens like that when they get a late goal, they get impetus. But again, we've done everything right for so much of that game.
Yeah, and we did bits right after it, and we could have scored more goals even at 3-2. So, you know, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Nigel told me a stat the other day, which I was astounded with, really, is the fact that in the 92 clubs we've had the most turnover of player, and that isn't including January when I came in November, which he will definitely like double that. But he told me that we've had in terms of the 92 clubs, we've had the most turnover, and currently when we go on the pitch, we're the youngest team in terms of games played, and that includes Louis' experience and obviously Paul's in goal. So it's great credit to everybody, really, to go on there and put a plan in place and express themselves individually within that plan. It's superb, really.
It's so settled the side, isn't it? And that must have helped.
Yeah, I don't think football's too complicated. Pitches don't, obviously different quality of pitch. Ours is very good, due to Dave. But like the game doesn't change. I hear also, it does my head in, to be honest with you. Integration games, match day -3. I mean, I don't understand these things. Is that before a game or after a game? Let's just train hard, play football, don't complicate things, improve physically. Of course, we have superb modern traits. I'm quite a traditionalist in terms of energy, commitment, character, spirit, and then the techniques top that up, and you see some great goals tonight. So that's what you get, and we've got to keep doing that. And I do believe one day, and we haven't had it yet, and we've had 11 games now in the league, where we're going to get a real clear win, and it could have been tonight. 84 minutes, we were totally dominant.
45 minutes, we could have been 3 or 4 ahead and home and hosed.
Definitely, but there we go. We weren't. So, and they're always going to come back. That's why they're at the top of the league. 25 points in 10 games. If they carried on at that rate, what's that? 16 points, whatever it is, 110, I don't know. But amazing that we done what we've done, so well done to everybody.
Not so bad from ourselves though, Chris. 5 home games, for example, 5 wins, that is setting a marker.
It's good, but we're a quarter in, we've got to keep going. No change to anything. Obviously the boys will warm down tomorrow. Lads who've not played tonight are in the gym now, doing strength, and tomorrow we'll take training later on so we can come down and watch the young guns play. Eric's lads play Chester tomorrow night, so we'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow, so I'm just going to try and get in the auctioneer and try and get the chairman to buy me a roast dinner. But yeah, and hopefully he'll get Gavs as well, because he definitely deserves it. He's doing all sorts, and I've got to thank him really for assisting me, because it was difficult when you come into a building. I came on my own. I came, having to make relationships and expand relationships and grow in terms of football intelligence and trying to get a club to be different. I've still got a long way to go, but Gav's been brilliant, because he's had to deal with coronavirus emails and how that's implemented, how the lads have to travel. Even tonight the substitutes are still separate to us, and it's very difficult, and we've dealt with everything really well, so well done to everybody and the rest of the staff as well.
All 3 goals, including the penalty, because he had to put that in the right place with the way the keeper went, were really, really good, top quality.
Yeah, side netting with power, just outside the wingspan, the keeper touches it, but he's did that so professionally, and Louis practices. He practices different corners, different angles, chips, down the middles, top right hand corners, but today he decided to go that way, and he scores, so he deserves. But we deserved the penalty. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to give my personal comments on the thoughts to win within that game, but I'm very proud of the fact that we played honestly and won.
8 from John Mellish. What a return from the boy.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm doing, and he knows what he's doing now, so we're on a winner, aren't we?
back into the I know it is. You said it earlier to the radio. It's 11 games and it's a quarter of the season, but we're back into that top 7. I think it might be top 5. Not too bad at all, is it?
No, it's good. So we just got to keep going. There's no pressure on us. We've got. Well, David admitted to it in an interview he did with you, I think 2-3 weeks ago. Our budget is low. We've used intelligence for recruitment, and we want players with ambition and growth. And John's a great example of that, along with everybody else. And there's a lot of players not playing that are. I think Lee spoke with James on the radio the last interview, the last game. I heard the back end of a question, and obviously I don't know his second name, but he talked about it was about the Morecambe game. They were missing 3 or 4 players. We've got 3 or 4 players that are still hungry and young, but we probably will have a step back at that moment if it happens, because they have to then grow within that opportunity. But we're training very hard to see if there is a difference, to make a difference. And why should it go down if it changes? It can still go up. So the players are working really hard individually, and that's why we've recruited the lads we have.
One way that we are making a difference is the fitness levels, Chris. All the way through October, 8 games or whatever it was, the 9th one tonight, they just keep going.
Yeah, and we blasted some very good players tonight physically. Callum didn't let anybody in midfield get a little nudge. One player I think got away from him once in the first half and played the ball forwards. Callum was all over everything, and he managed, established, and made sure. But he was very much supported with John and Joe, and of course the front 3 were excellent and were very solid. They're taking off one of the best players, Abrahams. They're taking off people because it's not right for them. Sometimes it isn't because of them. It's just because of us, and we've got to make sure we do that and keep doing that. But we're not always going to be able to do that. And like Saturday against Exeter, we deserved something from that game, and we didn't have any support from the referee. We didn't have any equalness in the Jimmy situation because he got stamped on twice. But these things happen. But yeah, we got our just reward tonight, and we definitely deserved the victory.
Keeping you way too long again, but what do you do with the next few days leading up to Sunday to get the boys ready for a televised game, which in itself has its own challenges?
Oh, yeah, but again, it doesn't matter what we've done tonight. It'll be different when we go into that situation, so it doesn't matter. It's a brand new challenge. Like I said, I'll try and get a staff Sunday dinner out of the chairman tomorrow at his place. I've heard very good things about him. These dinners, and come and watch the youth team play. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow after we've coached the lads who've not started. So they'll be training hard tomorrow. The lads who've played will be off.